myself again, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry for spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
DQ, baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids. D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, we back. Happy Tuesday. We in here. All right, listen. This is a one topic show today. Okay, you know I do a little morning show tabs and hot topics. Ain't none of that crap hitting off today. We sticking on Jerry. All right, we are sticking on Jerry freaking Rice. Okay. Now, before I get into that, I got a couple of announcements to make. All right, listen, we still in it. All right. If you're an incoming junior, incoming senior, please send me over your huddles. I will get back to the huddle breakdown today, and probably whatever days the finals are not on, I will do that. And I pretty much do most of the day, like midday and some afternoon type stuff, maybe about 2 or 3 a day if I could, So I'm gonna do 2 within the video and then 2 or 3 a day. So that's about 6, probably do 6 huddles a day. All right. Whenever I do it, if I can do it. All right. Also, I am looking for a graphic designer or a social media manager, whatever fits your bill. All right. If your daughter, your son, they're a graphic designer, they're in college, you're like, yo, if you want to build to your portfolio, if you want to add my channel to your portfolio, I have no problem with doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can use whatever you want to use or whatever, and use me as a reference and all that type of stuff. But I'm definitely looking for somebody. I'm not paying. Let me get that very clear, okay? I don't got it like that to be having a paid team. That's why I'm saying if you want to use it for a portfolio, your reference and stuff like that. Let me make that very clear, all right? Now, if you do a good job and we build this thing together, I will more happily give you a salary. More than happy, all right? But as of right now, I just ain't got it like that. I'm going to get it like that, but I just ain't got it like that right now. But build with me, okay? Build with me. All right. And also, member-only lives are coming. Okay. Member-only lives are coming. You might want to become a member. Listen, for all my members out there, listen, this is what we're going to start doing. We're going to start giving out gas cards. All right. On my member-only lives, we're going to do some giveaways and stuff like that. So if you're not a member, become a member. I'm going to start giving out gas cards. You might as well go ahead and download the app Kahoot, because we're going to be playing on the channel, all right, to make sure I do it fair. You know what I'm saying? Got to do it fair. All right, so I can either cash app you the gas money if you got cash app, or if you don't got cash app because you're too old, I can buy your gas card, mail it out to you. Gas is getting high. All right, gas is getting high, but we doing that. And I'm telling you right now, if anything should go awry with my media credentials, you might want to be a member. Because that's going to be a members only live. That is definitely going to be a members only live. I ain't even going, because I ain't going to hold no bars. I'm going to drop every single artificial fact that I got. I'm pulling all guns out. Guns are blazing. Okay. You know it's going to be highway to the danger zone. I said highway to the danger zone. But man, listen. Getting on their ass. All right. So that's just a little sneak peek into those things right now. So remember, a little quick recap. If you're an incoming senior, send me your huddles. Member lives onlys are coming. And let's get into the topic today. Jerry Rice, the GOAT of effing it up. And remember, if you don't like nothing I say, you can always.
If I make you feel some type of way,
you can always unfollow me. I have no issues with that. None whatsoever. It would actually do me justice if you did. Just saying. So, Jerry Rice, the GOAT of effing it up. Like, if effing it up was a picture in the dictionary, effing it up. Now, a lot of people would say this. You know what, Scotty? Oh my God. It's all. Listen, I'm on everybody's head. Do you understand me? Because I look at it like this, bro. I don't give a damn if you Hugh, Dion, Jerry, you're a man and you put your pants on just like I do. Okay. And right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay. Okay. I love LeBron. I get on LeBron too. He ain't doing enough for FAMU. That is what it is. So all this, oh my God, you're crabs in the bucket, but I don't care. Oh my God, you're a Simbo, you're a Jimbo, I don't give a damn about all that. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You don't like it? Move your happy ass along. It's just that simple. All right. So let's get back to Jerry Rice effing it up. So I'm in my cozy king size bed with my queen, right? I'm just chilling, and I'm scrolling through Twitter. And I see some foolishness. I'm like, oh, forgot something real quick. Shout out to my boy, Andrew Buddy. Got an NIL deal with the Fry guys in Houston. You know, listen, man. Drew is about the city, baby. Drew is all for the city. So make sure you guys go over to the Fry Guys 713 on Instagram. Show your support. Tell them you love them, that they hooking up with an HBCU athlete, Andrew Body. He got an NIL deal with them guys, and they're supporting the city. So make sure y'all go over there. Support Andrew. Support the Fry Guys, man. Do what you do, but watch my shoes, okay? They got some dope stuff, all right? They really got some dope stuff. They're really big on TikTok. I've seen that stuff on TikTok a lot, all right? So make sure you go over there and support those guys. Tell them Scotty sent you. All right, tell them Scotty sent you. All right, let's get back to it. Now, G.O.A.T Fuel, right? So I'm scrolling up on Twitter, and I look at it. I'm like, Jerry Rice got an NIL deal. He giving out NIL deals. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I know Valley got to be in there. I know Valley got to be in there. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I thought that. It would mean Jerry Rice actually cares. Once again, if you don't like nothing I say, you can.
If I make you feel some type of way.
I do not care. I do not care. Okay, I don't. Emotional damage. I do not care. Because think about it like this, right? And I'm going to get more into it. But G.O.A.T Fuel is an energy company that was started by Jerry Rice and his daughter. Now, the launch date is what's particular for me. The launch date is 2020, right? So, it's been a few years. Okay? It's been a few years. It was during the pandemic. I ain't going to trip off you on that. 2021, it's a little different. 2022, it's definitely a little different, right? So, I'm scrolling, I'm reading, and this is the article I come across. Nice big bold article. I mean, just knocks your socks off article. This is what came on. Pierce Clarkson partners with Jerry Rice's energy drink company through NIL deal. Now, everything I say going forward has nothing to do with Pierce Clarkson as a young man. I don't know him. He plays football. He's big as shit, and he's a quarterback. It's like 6'6", 6'8", something crazy. If you want to know more about him, ask Blue or CFL. That's their lane. They probably know what this kid can do. I don't care, right? I'm about the bigger picture. I do not care about, him signing with the. Congratulations, Pierce Clarkson. You got the deal, right? It's bigger than that for me, right? So it says, thanks to an NIL deal, Louisville 4-star quarterback commit Pierce Clarkson is the last headliner to join. The latest headliner to join. So that means there's other people on this team. See, when you read something, you gotta really read it to break it down. It says the latest. That means there were former. So it wasn't the inaugural. He isn't the first one to sign. You gotta read details when you read stuff. All right, Mr. Campbell tells me all the time us young folk don't like to read, which is true. I got a short attention span. But when it's a mess, when it's some hot topic stuff, oh yeah, I'm like a research analyst. I'm like, I'm gonna highlight that. Yeah, I'm gonna break that down. My girl says that all the time. She's like, if it's something for the show, boy, you go into like a detective mode. I'm like, yeah, let me highlight that. Yeah, I'm gonna clip that. Yeah, so that's what that means. So when you see latest headliner, that means there was a former headliner. Moving on. He is a 6 foot, 196 pound signal caller from California, St. John Bosco, blah, 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 blah. The commercial. This Bama got a commercial with G.O.A.T Fuel. Shows Clarkson opening refrigerator where he selects a pink candy flavored G.O.A.T Fuel drink. Clarkson pops into his backpack, hops into all blacked out Mercedes-Benz and heads to the gym. He's then seen working out, enjoying the drink, according to Zach, the athlete. Let me play you the video. I'm being honest, it's pretty whack. If I'm being a whole buck, it's pretty. The Shador Gatorade joint was way better than this. Way better. Way better. So whoever did the video is trash. I mean, let me make that very clear. That's a trash ass video, okay? That's super trash. The Shador Gatorade joint, next level. That's legendary, okay? Like, let's be real. That's legendary. This is white mayo all over this. This is mayo, raisins in the potato salad. What else? You know, green bean casseroles. That's what this is. Shador's was like mac and cheese, collard greens, neck bones, ham. You know, it was everything. It was everything. This ain't trash. Trash. Listen. See. I told you, Blue gonna know. Blue gonna know. It's trash. This ain't trash. It's trash. Pure trash. Anyway, so going back to the article, right? So it says Pierce Clarkson is not the first GOAT athlete Fuel he's worked with. In December, Trey Lance, that's neither here nor there. Tyler Hero. So I'm like, okay, professional. This is the kicker. This is where I was like, oh, I'm talking about this today. I'm talking about this today. Look real close right here. Oh, yeah, right here. It says GOAT Fuel also has let me zoom it in for you guys, because you guys, you know, I like to make sure GOAT Fuel also has an NIL deal with Norfolk State football and track athlete Raekwon Smith. Smith is known as the king of NILs with 18,000. So, listen, Raekwon is not even on a team right now. He's not even on Norfolk State right now. If we want to be a whole buck about it, no disrespect to Raekwon. Do you do, get your money. I'm just giving you the facts. He's not even on Norfolk State anymore. So that means you are giving out NIL deals to college athletes, but it ain't to your own school. It ain't even to your own school. Make that make sense. It don't make no sense. You giving money to everybody. How old is the article? Let me roll up for you. This is June 13th, 2022. Let me zoom in. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like those questions. Let me get in real tight right here. Real tight. How old is this article? June 13th. It was yesterday. Jeremy Crabtree. Thank you, sir. Doing good work out there in the community, Jeremy. So, back to what I was saying. This is foolishness. So that I wanted to give you all the context about. Let me see. Okay, Pierce Clarkson, star of the 2015 class. Don't give a damn about that. This is my thing. So this is my issue with this, right? Let's not act like, okay, and I'm gonna try to hit every opposition, right? And I'm gonna bring it all the way back around. I'm gonna hear people say, Scotty, it's his company, he can do what he wants. Never said he couldn't. Do what you want. But you going after Raekwon Smith and signing him as an HBCU player lets me know that you were looking in that direction. Right? 2, the mere fact that you wouldn't even give an NIL deal to your own alma mater. And let's not act like they ain't got no stars. Let's not do that. All right. You had Jerry Gardner from the 2021 season, who was a stud at Valley, and you have one of the best backs in the SWAC, Caleb Johnson. So let's not act like they ain't got no stars. So if an NIL deal If an NIL deal is what it's about, or you don't even have to, I'll say this. If you want to even kind of bring their money down but just do it off the humble, because, you know, a lot of business people would say, well, Scotty, you know, if he's doing it for the money, you can't tell him how to. There's some things, and this is just my personal opinion. You can take it how you feel. There's some things that money just can't buy, and that's loyalty. That's loyalty. If anybody, he's been getting outdone. Listen, bro, I'm sorry. I just move differently. He's been getting outdone from Dion since Dion stepped foot. How in the blue hell can you let Dion come into the SWAC and own that joker and you not push back no type of way? Like, you not step. If you let Dion go to your alma mater and fix them up before you, that is pure buffoonery. Why does Deion Sanders have to go to your alma mater and be like, oh man, where y'all practice still at? Oh man, what y'all doing? Oh man, this is what y'all doing? Oh man, why does Deion Sanders have to do that? I've been in the SWAC a little bit, right? I've been in the SWAC a little bit, and this is what people been saying. I think y'all say something like, I come into your trap and I take it over. I think that's the slogan. That's what this is looking like. This is exactly what it's looking like. Deion Sanders is about to go into your trap and take it over. That cannot happen. How in the blue hell do you have a company that is giving NIL deals out and you don't go to your alma mater? Let me help you out. You can't come up with a commercial? I'll help you out. You got a commercial? He's at Jerry Gardner's in his dorm room. He gets a gold field. It's dark, it's dim. He's out there working late before the sun comes up. He's doing drills, and then you see the practice field. It's nothing there, and you say greatness is built in the dark. Goats are built in the dark, and then you have a highlight of yourself. You have a highlight of you at Valley, and then you have highlights of Jerry Gardner at Valley, and then you say goats are built here. I'm sick and tired. I need people. Listen, bro. I'm so, like this. When I tell you this sent me ablaze. This sent me ablaze when I saw it. This sent me to another level when I saw it, because I need people to keep the same energy for alums, right? Because you talk about your schools in such high fashion. You talk about your stuff in such a grandiose, oh, we're this and oh, we're that. Why is the greatest receiver to ever touch the field not giving back to his alma mater in every way possible? In every way possible. There's white people and there's black athletes who give back to the sorriest of schools. Sorry. I'm talking about schools that you just be like, why are you giving money to them? But they like, yo, you think, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If you don't think, listen to me very carefully. If you don't think that white boy from the LA Rams is not giving back to Eastern Washington, you're smoking all the crack in the world. If you do not think that white boy from LA Rams is not giving back to Eastern Washington, which got him to the league. He was a walk-on at Eastern Washington, became one of the highest paid receivers right now. You're smoking all the way crack. Cooper Kupp. Thank you so much, Jordan. I couldn't sleep. That's why I said white boy. You're smoking all the crack in the world. Smoking all the crack in the world. This is what are we doing, man? if Jerry Rice, and people can call in, you don't know what Jerry Rice is doing. You don't know what Jerry Rice has done. I can tell you what he's not doing. I can tell you for damn sure that, listen, as soon as Deion got that practice field for Jackson State, I would have called that Bama up and said, yo, Deion, it's Jerry. Yo, let's link so I can do that for Valley. We really need it. Real talk. My school really needs it. Let me know who you got in touch with. Hey, who's sponsoring it? I'll sign some footballs. I'll sign some helmets. Anything. That's laziness. That is pure laziness. You can't explain it no other way. You can't talk about it no other way, because the energy and the excitement around swag football is through the freaking roof. And Jerry, Michael, Deion, all of Hugh, they all need to be front and center, pushing the swag brand to another level. To another freaking level. And he's not doing it. He needs to be held accountable. I don't give a damn. Listen, I know a lot of people are like, Scotty, it's more than one alum. But he is the alum. He is the alum. He is the face of Valley. The greatest wide receiver of all time. Can't get 5, 10, 15 of his former NFL buddies and it could be a whole NFL symposium. Jerry Rice can get hit. Deion Sanders played on the 49ers. It can be a whole Super Bowl 49ers team commission to do the practice field. They can do it in honor of the Super Bowl team. I don't give a damn how you want to finagle it. You can finagle it all however you want it. All the publicity you want. Sponsored by G.O.A.T Fuel. Sponsored by G.O.A.T Fuel. It's freaking laziness, man. It's freaking laziness. You don't care. You can't make me believe you care. You don't. You don't. You're giving out NIL deals to a top 15 dude from class. That's cool. But why aren't you giving? And I'm not even saying they got to get the same amount of money. They don't even got to get the same amount of money. Jerry, I'm not trying to couch your pockets, Jerry Gardner. I'm not trying to couch your pockets, Caleb Johnson. Please, by all means, I'm not. But what I'm saying is they already in the Delta, okay? A $500 a month NIL deal, Go Fuel. Valley. Thank you, guy. Valley should be sponsored by who? Guess what? G.O.A.T Fuel. There should be a G.O.A.T Fuel energy drink in the locker room. I don't understand how this is hard. I really don't. You can't make me believe that Jerry Rice does not have enough connections. You can't believe Jerry Rice does not have enough connections. Oh my gosh. To make this work. You can't make me believe it. You cannot make me believe it. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, man. I'm going to open the call lines up. 516-259-9041. 516-259-9041. And this is, listen, man.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
It really burns me up at the end of the day when you sit back and you just look at the landscape. And I'm not even trying to compare. I listen, man, at the end of the day, I talk about Deion, I talk about everybody or whatever, but to always there's a high level of respect you have to give to somebody when you go to a new place and when you get there, like Deion says, I'm an impact of change. if things are not changing when I'm there, I'm not doing my part. He said when he gets to a place, things have to change. Things have to get better, right? I don't listen, man. I'm sorry. You can listen. Whoever wants to call in and give excuses for Jerry Rice, by all means, please do so. All means do so. You can protect him, talk about him. Oh, I know him. I know his cousin. They not, but I don't give a damn. If this is how it works for me, right? If Jerry Rice gave money to the institution and he then maybe they didn't use it in the proper way or whatever, however, that shit. So you tell him, I want to be very clear with this. I want to be very clear because people are going to call in and give all type of situations, opinions. If you as an alumni person gave money to your school and they did the wrong thing, should you not give it back? Should you never give money back? I'm just asking because a lot of people would say that, well, Jerry Rice gave money and they used it wrong. The money went missing. Well, you can say that about a lot of institutions when alumni give. And I've had people call in here and say, we got to do more as alumni and we got to give more and da-da-da. But just because you're giving $1,000 and they're losing it, doesn't mean that he's giving $100,000 and they're still losing it. My pops used to always tell me is this. He said the only difference between being broke as a millionaire and being broke as a thousandaire is nothing. You're spending more than what you have, right? So what you feel is a lot for you, right? So let's say $1,000 is a lot to give for if I was at an alumni. $100,000 could not be the same. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like the prices are different. The money's different. So my thing is this. I'm gonna go back to my point. I'm gonna get to the callers. My thing is this, right? If Jerry Rice gave money, he felt they did the wrong thing with it, then the next time should have got it done yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of it. Who do I got to talk to? I'm going to make sure this field gets done. All right. Hey, who I got to talk to? I'm going to make sure this gets done. Hey, what procedures? Because you can have, I know you have an assistant. I know you have whatever. They can call around. I know you got connections. You can go straight to, you're Jerry freaking Rice. You can go straight to the senator. You can go straight to your congressman and say, yo, I'm trying to get this built on for my institution. What are the hoops or the process I got to go through to make sure it's done right? To make sure it's done right. Listen, I'm not giving him no excuses, bro. I'm not giving him no outs. You can give him outs. Anybody else out there can give him outs. I'm not giving him no out because there's always a process and a way to get something done. You just have to stand by what you're doing it. You just got to stand by how you're going to get it done. So let me get to the caller. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ron? Talk to me.
Yo.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Hey, what's up, Bridges? Talk to me.
Shoot, what's up, man? Everything you're saying is true, bro. Like, the way that you supposed to go about things, I understand how black colleges do things. Yeah, in the past, people have been taking money and doing it for themselves and, you know, doing evil things with the money. But, like, at the end of the day, you got to be smarter than the average bear. Like, you can't be that dumb. And you can't be that asinine where, oh, I'm just not going to do nothing now. It's easy to buy helmets. This nigga can't. You went to the NFL. You the king of receivers in the NFL. Mm-hmm. You can even ask the NFL, hey, what is the process of getting helmets? What is the process of getting turf? What is the process of this? I'm pretty sure somebody gonna pick up Jerry Rice's phone call. Somebody. Yeah. Because if not, he could put the NFL on blast. I mean, just to be honest. But then again, like you said, he could be having camps. He could be having wide receiver camps, corner camps at that school, man. He could be making that school so much money. The school should be 10 times better off than what it should be because of what he can create. Just like the prime effect, he can create his own effect because it's Jerry Rice. Yeah. Just like your dad, my dad, and a lot of other people's dad. They taught us about Jerry Rice. It's like, oh, Jerry Rice is the best seat, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're going to go to his camp. Just off the muscle of Jerry Rice. You ain't even got to know what school he came from. Just off the muscle of Jerry Rice, you're going to go to the camp. You're going to do things because he's a Hall of Famer. So I don't understand why he won't put the effort. It must be some bad blood or something, but it's just, you got to put the effort, bro.
My question is this. My question is this: if Jerry Rice is allowed to and listen, I want people to listen because I'm not talking about you, Bridges, and I know people in general. If Jerry Rice, because a lot of people are like, well, Jerry's done this and Jerry's done that, and the school has. If Jerry Rice is allowed to turn his back on his alma mater, why are not regular alumni members allowed to do the same? Because if my thing is this, and I'm not saying Jerry has turned his back, I'm saying if you're telling me he's allowed not to give, he's allowed not to do this because he's had hurdles and stops. Well, why are you asking regular alumni people to give money to when they feel like their money isn't given the right way or they're not doing the right thing? Jerry Rice should not be giving a different set of standards to his alma mater. Listen. That's his alma mater. He would not be where he is without Valley. He would not be where he is without Willie Totten throwing him the ball. So my question is that why are people not holding Jerry Rice to the same standard they hold every other alumni member that graduates at HBCU? That I hear constantly, we have to give back. I don't care if you don't know where the money's going. I know there's no transparency. I know there's this. I know there's no that, but you still got to give. Why is he not held to that same standard? And he should be held to a higher standard, because now you see what Dion can do, even not being from Jackson State. So you can't tell me why Jerry Rice can't have he should have more of a love to see the SWAC and everything grow because of what it's done for him. But go ahead, Bridges.
But to go back on your point, he should be held to a high standard because he's in a different tax bracket too. He should be willing to give money to that school. Like he like a lot of people is not in that tax bracket. He is one of those people in that tax bracket. He can just give out thousands and thousands of dollars without even thinking a bad thing about it. So it shouldn't be like a second guess or a second thing. Now in these days, you can track your money. You can, like you said, you can actually buy the physical thing. He should be having soda machines in there. He should be having his own sports bar in the locker room with the drinks and everything, man. And you should be having the SWAC label on it and everything, bro. If you want to go all out, let's go all out. Let's go all out. Use your merchandise. Use your merchandise. Don't let your merchandise use you. So he just need to step up, man. But I'm done.
Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the call, Bridges. So, let me say this. He doesn't owe anybody anything, but there's an issue between him and Valley, right? This is how, listen, guys, how are you guys not understanding that he is not allowed to, if you're holding regular alumni, if people from alumni have issues with their institution, I'm still hearing people saying they should give. Is Jerry Rice not held? Remember, I'm not an HBCU graduate. I went to Claflin for 1 year, okay? Want to make that very clear. I always have somebody on my line calling in talking about we as alumni need to give back to our institutions. So how is he allowed to have a problem with Valley and other alumni members are not? If they have a problem with their institution and they don't give, they're looked at as pariahs. But if Jerry Rice has a problem with Valley, he has a problem with Valley. No, it's not. It's not. It's not even close to the same. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
What's going on, Scotty? This is Gabriel.
What's up? What's up, Gabe? Talk to me.
Okay, it's like this right here. You just hit it on the point. Coach Brian Dion, he goes to Valley, see what's going on. He said, no, we're gonna do something for you. We're gonna do something for you. It's just like me going over to my mama's house, right? And I see my neighbor, my mom's neighbor, helping her cut the yard, and I'm standing there looking.
Come on.
That's how bad it is. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get on off. Like I said, maybe I don't know. Like you were saying, maybe he had some beef with the school. I don't know. But it's like IQ said on Boys in the Hood. Either Jerry don't know, or Jerry don't show, or he don't care about what's going on in the hood, and that's Mississippi Valley State. And I'm gone.
Appreciate it. I want to say this before I get back into it, right? I'm gonna say this. For people, I'm not even telling, listen to what I'm saying to you guys, right? I'm not telling that Jerry should donate a certain amount. That's not what I'm saying, because donating is donating. $100. I look at him as a regular alumni. If he wants to give whatever Valley asks people to give towards, that's what he is more than welcome to do that. $400, $500, whatever their requirement is. I'm not telling him to give more. I'm not requiring him to do that. What I am requiring him to do is use his resources to put Valley in a better predicament. I'm asking him to use his resources that he's been giving black college players NIL deals, give that same exposure to your own school. That's what I'm requiring of Jerry Rice. If Dion can get a practice turf field not paid by Jackson State, the greatest wide receiver of all time can do the same goddamn thing at Valley. You can't make me not believe it. There is a white man in America that would love to have a Jerry Rice signed helmet or jersey to say, hey, we'll give you a practice field. Hey, we'll sponsor the turf. All we ask is you shout out our business. You give us an interview. You whatever. You cannot make me believe that Jerry Rice does not have the resources to give back to his institution in other ways than monetarily. You can't make me believe that. Hey, 9137, I'm coming to you. What's up? You live.
Hey, what's going on, Scott? It is Mom.
What's up?
Hey, what this is showing, and it's amazing. It took Deion Sanders to come in and doing more for, HBCU in Jackson State, and even looking out for the other ones. And it's just showing that these brothers who have made it to the NFL, what have they done with their money? Because Jerry Rice wasn't a player that was in trouble. He was pretty much clean cut, never any trouble off the field. And he should have stacked a lot of money during his time. But, it's just showing how some of my people are that, it's taking someone else to shed the light on, like you said. Where's your resources? I was looking at something with Deion the other day. He's had a 20-year relationship with Pepsi and had CEO at Pepsi down in Jackson State. That's what we need to be doing. Like you said, you don't have to spend the money yourself. Use your own resources.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. I don't know who Jerry Rice is partnered with. I don't know who his investors are for his company. I don't know any of that. All I know is the simple fact of the matter is, if you're trying to blame administration, the administration can only do so much. Remember, we're not talking about Southern. We're not talking about Grambling. We're not talking about Jackson State. We're not talking about FAMU. We're not talking about these big time programs. We're talking about Valley. I've been to the Delta. I have been to Valley's campus. I have walked around it. A lot of y'all can't even say that. A lot of y'all out here talking about resources and they need to do it. Y'all haven't been to Deltas. I've been to the Delta. I've walked that campus. All right. And there's a big ass banner with Willie Totten and Jerry on it. So they still have love for him, regardless of what you want to feel. There needs to be love shown back. I don't care what you're talking about, but he needs to find some resources and make it happen, Captain. It's just that. And listen, even if you have to reach out to Dion reached out to Michael Strahan. He knew he had resources. So he gave his guys suits, right? He got the publicity behind it. Jackson State looks spiffy on the Orange Blossom Classic and all the stuff that they do, right? Jerry, so you telling me Jerry can't reach out to Dion and say, hey, Dion, like, look, how did you make this happen? How did you do this? You got Walmart to do that? Is Walmart thinking about doing other things in the SWAC? Oh, can we get Lowe's? Can we get whatever? You got to be resourceful, man. I'm sorry. You got to be resourceful.
Well, how about Popeye's chicken? I mean, hell, he did that that Coonan commercial. You can't get Popeyes to give $1 million.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Chicken sandwiches that you help sell. Like, I mean, but it's just showing, man, some of our people, man, they really just don't care. You know, you show me where a person's treasure is, I'll show you where their heart is. And like I said, it's a shame outside of Deion and Grambling Doug Williams. I mean, these are two former NFL players that are the most popular among HBCU schools. And it's crazy to consider Deion just came on board less than 2 years ago now. I mean, he got all the shine. If things is wrong at the school, use your voice and platform to call it out.
Absolutely.
That's what Deion.
Absolutely.
You ain't got the names on our jersey, man. It's crazy. Is this a rule or something? Next week, Jackson, they got the names on the jersey.
Absolutely. And let me piggyback off what you just said. I love that, right? Because people are like, well, what if the administration takes money? Well, I'm freaking Jerry Rice. I'm gonna go on somebody's platform and say, yo, I would love to give money to my school, but they stealing. Like, I've given them $1 million to go a practice field. Have you seen one? No, because they stealing. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say that Jerry's not like, if Jerry, listen, man, it's either you call them Bamas to the carpet or you do it yourself. It's either one or two options, because if you keep doing what you're doing, the results are not going to change. So you either have to call them Bamas to the carpet and be like, look, I have given over $1.5 million to Valley to upgrade their facilities. They can't tell me where the money is gone. Call them Bamas to the carpet. Hold them Bamas accountable. So then people aren't pointing the finger at Jerry. They're pointing the finger at Valley like, yo, what the F y'all doing? The administration needs, or something needs to change. Something's got to give. You know what I'm saying? But if neither one of those two things are happening, then people are left like me to say whatever they want to say. And on this topic, he's wrong. I don't care. He's wrong, because the fact that you don't have at least one player on Valley that does not have an NIL deal, it can be as small as you like it. It could be $50 a week. It could be $100 a week. It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you put your school on. That's the biggest thing.
Hey, great show, man. Keep up the good work, man. Calling a spade a spade.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call. Crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Like, how you can't have it both ways, right? You cannot have it both ways. You can't say, oh, I've been giving money, the institution's been stealing it. Well, call them Bama to the car. Clearly, you do not care enough to call your institution out on it, because then you hear all the, well, he shouldn't be doing an HBCU like that. He shouldn't be doing an HBCU like that. The HBCU shouldn't be doing with his money like that. That's what it shouldn't be doing. Coach Green, I'm coming to you. Then Mr. Campbell, you're next. Hey, what's up, Coach Green?
What's up, man? All right. I'm with you with the G.O.A.T FUEL situation, you know, why he didn't do that. But I'm gonna say this. As far as Jerry Rice giving to Valley, he probably does give the Valley. He probably giving the Valley, but he should have offered a G.O.A.T FUEL deal to one of the Valley players.
Hold on, Coach Green. Hold on, Coach Green. This got to be the dumbest ass statement I've ever seen in my life. This has to be the dumbest statement I've ever seen in my freaking life. Stupid. This is dumb. I'm talking about this. No, John Branch Jr. said, "Isn't withholding a check a form of calling them out?" No, it's not. No, it's not. That's dumb.
No,
that's dumb.
That's dumb.
Go ahead, Coach Green. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's dumb.
I don't agree with that statement.
Dumb.
I don't agree with that statement right there. But I'm gonna say this though. He's given to Valley, but he should have at least gave a deal to Johnson. C. Johnson. C. Johnson should have a deal. Or the wide receiver. What's the wide receiver name?
Ja'Cory Rankin.
Ja'Cory Rankin. Johnson and Rankin should have a deal before the season starts. And they gotta be in a commercial together. With that, with how you say the commercial should have went with them about to wake up in the morning and practice and all that. Yeah. Them two should be in a commercial together with G.O.A.T FUEL. And And that'll make it better. That'll make it, better, because I know Jerry Rice does give to his school. But I'm gonna say this and then I'll be done. I'm looking for new things to happen with the new AD, because it also starts with the AD, with how they maneuver with their star players. Because I know two players other than Trot. Well, there's one more player that's also a Valley alum that was in the NFL that I haven't. He probably gives to the school too, but I haven't heard his name a lot. Ashley Ambrose is another famous alum that got drafted high in the draft. Played for my New Orleans Saints. And that AD need to be reaching out. Trotting already on yard, so he got Trotting. Jerry Rice. And they need to put their heads together and do some more for the football team and athletics as a whole. And that, because I've been to Interbeater, man, and I walked that campus just like you did. So I understand exactly where you're coming from when you talk about that.
That's real. I appreciate the call, Coach Green.
All right.
Listen, bro. They haven't had y'all. Listen, man. I just maybe I don't understand HBCU logic. Maybe that just doesn't. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't understand HBCU logic, right? Because if we haven't had a practice field in over 10 to 20 years or however long, or we still playing on the same field that Jerry Rice did, right? Then clearly our fundraising is not working. And then I know Mr. Campbell will get on here and talk about some underfunding. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. You've been underfunded. What I'm saying is why is Jerry Rice not able to use his resources to get these Bamas a field? Go ahead, Mr. Campbell's on you.
Well, no, my young son, I love the topic. Very proud of you bringing this to the forefront. But, I got to go and give a little historical perspective, because that's what you got me here for, okay? So I agree with some of the things you're saying, but hold on. We got to slow down. First of all, Jerry Rice has been gone from Mississippi Valley for 37 years, okay? 37. He left in 1985. I know for a fact that Jerry Rice gave Mississippi Valley $100,000 and did fundraisers every year while he was in the NFL, at least when he was with the 49ers. I know this for a fact because I know people that went to camps and they had these big galas and all that stuff to raise money. So he did that for at least 10 years when he first got out of Valley, okay? So let's not say he has not done anything, okay? Because now we're doing some recency bias. That's not fair. I also know, because I've seen it on all the Valley alumni feeds, they had a touchdown for turf thing going on, and I think that was just last year to raise money. And Jerry was right there on the video. So we can't say he's not involved. But what I will say, because I do know people at Valley, and I knew the alumni president, there was bad blood for 10 years because Jerry, I believe Undertaker Brown, Ambrose, which Coach Green is talking about, those guys got together. And Valley alumni could check me on this, to raise money. And they did. And then all of a sudden, what was supposed to be done did not get done. Now, I'm telling you this. So when people do that for 37 years, you get tired, bro. You get tired of people calling your phone for 37 years. Jerry, we need this. Jerry, we need this. Okay, well, I've given you this. What else are you doing? 37 years, not 3 years, not 7 years, 37. So, and I'll speak on what Branch said. And I'm going to defend my boy Branch a little bit because, Scott, you talked to the Rattlers. When O'Shea got fired, you heard a lot of Rattlers say, I ain't giving no money to Family Off Flair because that shit is all off the tracks. I saw Rattlers say that. We're not giving any money until they get that AD straight. We done had 8 ADs in 8 years. We got more ADs than Future got baby mamas. And people say they're going to hold their money. And this ain't just white schools. I can show you white schools that are not happy with the coaching or the AD, and they hold their money too. So alumni do that. And they ain't got nothing to do with color. That's how some people do. They vote with their pocketbook. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying that's what people do. So for us to sit back and say, well, Jerry should do this and Jerry should do that. Jerry has done this and Jerry has done that for 37 years. So now when we go and look and Dion says, hey, man, let me come up there and see what's going on, This is why I agree with you. Because Jerry is out there in Silicon Valley, and I guarantee you that G.O.A.T Fuel drink, his daughter, I guarantee you some white boy fronting that and all that. Because I just looked up to see that quarterback. Well, of course, Trey Lance, San Francisco 49, that was easy. I think that quarterback is from the San Francisco area.
He's from John Bosco.
So
that John Bosco area.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the San Francisco area. So there's some proximity to that. Because quiet as kept, Jerry Rice has been living in San Francisco for 40 plus years. That's where he's from now. So I kind of get that too. But here's where I'm going to agree with you this. But with that being said, he should have thrown a bone to Valley and said, you know what, Coach Dancy, tell me which one of your best players. I'm just going to give him $1,000 just to make it look good. Because I do that all the time. You know what? Somebody calls me from a school, hey, Mr. Campbell, can you sponsor? She doing this. And I just give it to them. It don't make me any money. I've done that a whole bunch of times. I haven't made a dime. People say, Steve, why don't you sponsor FAMU? You know why? Because now I'm going to speak back to Jerry Rice. Because there was a lot of damn politics messing with FAMU. I went to FAMU. I want to sponsor the whole Royal Court. Oh, well, we got to do this. We got to do that. I said, shit, I'll just go to Grambling. And you know what Grambling did? They opened their doors, and I walked right there and met with the president. And he said, Mr. Campbell, whatever you need, Grambling's going to support you. And Grambling opened their doors. So don't tell me, because I've done it. Sometimes you could go to your school and they don't open the door for you. I've been there. I've sponsored Jackson State, Grambling, Allen, getting ready maybe to do Fisk, and they have given me easy access to sometimes FAMU. And I'm just saying, and I'm not saying this new administration, I'm talking about when we went down there years ago, so I want to be clear. This is not recent. So these are the things that happen, man, and I just want to kind of give perspective before we slam Jerry, because, again, you're talking about, well, why didn't he do this year? But you ain't talking about the other 30 years he's done something, and you got to give him credit for that because he has done that. And that was before your time, and I understand it because a lot of this was before you even were born, and that's cool, too. But I just want to give that balance because if we're going to slam a man, we also got to give him credit for what the man is doing because that's not fair, and I know you're a fair guy. And I know you do listen. So I think there is some balance because I know for a fact he is giving money to Valley. And Valley has squandered that money. And sometimes, again, for 37 years, you get tired of people calling your phone because you want to see some results. And that's fact. And that goes with anybody. And anybody call me, tell me some white school is over, you tell them the white school, I'll show you 50 opportunities. That's a lie. So that's all I want to give you, brother. I'll let you have your show back.
No. Before you go, this is my thing, though, right? So, of course, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't take away if he had, however long he has been giving. This is my thing, though, right? You got to go back to the table once you see what Deion is doing. You got to go back to the table, even if you gotta circumvent the system somehow, some way, right? Because if it's you and Deion on Deion's on his social media platform saying, hey, I've been trying to get with Val. I don't want to, because, y'all are real sensitive about people bashing the institution. So not really bashing, but just more or less like, yo, how can we do this? Or if Deion would have took the trip with Jerry Rice to show him around, something like that. But you got to come back to the table at seeing what you need to do for your institution and see if you can make it happen as of right now. And especially listen, at the end, the NIL deal to me was just the worst travesty because it's like you could at least gave up. That's just you and a player. That ain't got nothing to do with the institution.
I'm with you. I'm with you because that right there was such a layup. And you know what's crazy? And we just want me and you on the same page on this. He would have gotten more press by going to Valley, taking a case of G.O.A.T Fuel, giving them two boys, whoever you say, let's just say he goes to you, Scotty, give me which two guys? Well, Coach Dancy. And he goes about, he would get more press doing that than that kid from Norfolk State, like you say, that nobody even knows about, even though he's got now, which again, 100,000 TikTok followers. I kind of understand that a little bit. And I think that was more his daughter's doing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that was his daughter. Let me tell you something. Let's be clear. When these guys, and you, Scotty, I know these guys personally. When they have kids, Jerry's a little bit older than me. His daughter came in, Dad, I want to make some money. I don't want no real job. Let's do this, blah, blah, blah. This white man came to me, let's do this G.O.A.T Fuel. All right, baby, let's do it. I see this all the time. That girl is running that company. That girl has no ties to Valley. That girl don't know nothing about Valley. Because like you said, they don't know. Trust me, they know nothing about Valley. Because I don't want to get off the point, but I'm going to make a point. And this is for the Jackson State, because I do know this too. Walter Payton and Jackson State did not have a good relationship for a long time. And Walter didn't come back to Jackson State for a lot of shit that Jackson State did. And I know that for a fact. So these things happen with prominent alumni like that. But to your point, I think that little girl is running things. She doesn't know anything about Valley. And she probably pulled that deal together. Because you know damn well Jared don't know nothing about no TikTok. And any of that
yeah,
stuff.
He don't know nothing about no TikTok. Yeah, that's
none of
that's
that.
facts.
That girl did that. But the thing what I want to get back to your point, which I think is important. This is where the failure comes in, where sometimes you don't have to recreate the wheel. You just see somehow somebody else does the wheel and you buy the same wheel. Deion has shown, let me leverage my business relationships to get stuff done.
Facts.
Damn, you fails at that all the time. Scott, we talk about our business school. You've heard us talk about, we got on our business school company have given us $100,000. Why in the hell do we not go to those same companies with athletics? You know why? Because of some internal politics. We got all these companies have given us millions of dollars at the business school, but they can't even go right across the street to the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
FAMU, I've seen it. So it's the same thing. When you got Deion with all these guys, Jerry Rice is a perfect, because Jerry Rice and Deion far as athletic. Now I ain't talking about personality, but athletic are at the height of the game. Jerry Rice was voted the greatest player ever when they first had that NFL 100. He was the GOAT. So he should say, hey, Deion, I'm out here in San Francisco. I know a lot of these rich guys. How are you doing it? And Deion will show him, because Jerry did not have, I'm going to tell you this too, Jerry did not have the same business backing as Deion had. Because I'm going to keep saying this, Eugene Parker was one of the best agents of all time as a black man. He taught Deion the game. Deion did not just learn this. He learned this from black men that were smart in business. Deion has always been surrounded by smart black businessmen. So when Jerry should say, hey, man, I saw you got this. Tell me who I need to call. Would Jerry call this guy? Call this guy. Or let me call my team, and they'll help you put a presentation together. And that's why I think Jerry Rice is failing. That's what should have happened. Because when Deion, there's no way that Deion should be able to truck up I-55, and it really is a slap in the face, and to say, well, this is what we're going to do. And Jerry Rice should have been on a Zoom. Hey, bro, I'm out here in San Francisco. I appreciate you coming to my school. You know what? I'm going to send them 20 G's right now.
Yeah. And let's make it happen. Because, you know, because Deion can walk you through the process of getting it done through without, I don't believe the institution had anything to do with what Deion did. And this is my personal opinion. Anybody from Jackson State who knows more about it can call in. But I don't believe that Deion went through the school to get that turf field put in. He probably was like, yo, I'm getting this done and we're going to make it happen because I can't have a successful team if I don't have a field that can practice on rain, noon, and night or whatever. So, you know, he can also walk him through that same process of how I went about doing it. And then think about it. The same people that did the turf for Jackson, now you just doubled up your profit or your exposure because now you just did Valley. You see what I'm saying?
And you're doing it with Jerry Rice.
Come on.
So now that's why me and you see, this is where me and you are on the same page. And like I said, this is why I will stand behind you. But like I said, that's why I wanted to give some historical perspective because that didn't matter. This is where I think Jerry is failing. But again, this is where the politics comes in at. And like I say, the Valley people know what's going on with Jerry because again, that phone has been ringing. Jerry's phone has been ringing for 37 years. And something is going on with him and Valley that is not kosher. Because again, I'm looking at the video right now that Jerry just did, and it says December 2021. So that wasn't but a few months ago for this touchdown for turf campaign. So he's doing something. I'm looking at the video right now on Valley's alumni feed. So something, I think he's halfway in, halfway out, but I think he needs to be more innovative. And I think this goes with all these guys. Is that we have to be more innovative. And again, this is a failure of all HBCU because what do we keep doing? We keep doing business like it's 1970. We keep doing business like it's 1980. We ain't even doing business like the 90s. Shit, can we get the HD?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, man, we got voice remotes now. Come on, bro. It's time to get into the 21st century. And that's where all of us are failing because we're too comfortable in our positions. And because one thing about being innovative, that means you have to change the status quo. And the status quo don't want to be changed, bro. Because that means you're going to eliminate somebody or you're going to make something something outside that comfort zone.
Let me ask you this before I let you go. How imperative is the new AD's job to kind of get this ball rolling in the right direction? The new young guy, I think he's 30, like Coach Green said he's 35 and he's from Jackson State. He was underneath of Ashley Robinson. How important is it for him to get this ball rolling in the right direction?
Well, see, this is what I love about these young guns Because see, these young guns like Ashley and this guy, they know a sense of history. So you know it's smart. What would be the smartest thing to do is to have Jerry Rice standing right next to you. So I think that kid, that young man, not a kid, that young brother is going to probably do his damnedest to say, hey, Jerry, let me bring you back into the fold. What do I need to do to make you feel comfortable? You give me your list, and I'm going to work on your list. Because you know all you got to say, we just need you just to be around. We don't need anything. We just need you to be around. So these people can be inspired by you. See, that's the pimp move.
Yeah.
Just get them down there. Let's just get them more involved. Let's get you down here. Hey, you know what? We got a big game. We want you to come. You know what? We're actually going to Jackson this year. We want you to be on the sideline because you remember when you whooped Jackson State's ass your senior year. We want you on that sideline and leading us out there. So we're not going to let Deion just run this thing. Let's get a conservative spirit going. Because remember, I'm going to tell you this too. Jerry Rice and Deion are not friends. They were competitors, man. And I'm talking about real, see, like I said this before, I'm talking about real competitors, bro. Because Deion came in there talking cash shit that he was going to shut Jerry Rice down. Jerry like said, who? And Jerry wore his ass out at Falcon Stadium. I saw that. So these are the things that you've got to go to this guy and use some of his ego. You know what? You're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time. What can we do to make you feel comfortable? Let me make sure you're comfortable. And then that's how you do it, man. You get much more with honey than you get with vinegar. That's the way you got to do it, man. And that's what I would do. So I like that these young guys are coming in. They're being more aggressive. They're understanding that. They're trying to build their legacies because they've been around it. Because see, one thing about when you're younger, and like I said, I've been on both sides. I've been the young cat and I'm the older dude. But see, the one thing about I'm going to keep evolving. When me and you talk, you know why I talk to you? Because you helped me grow. But I also want to help you grow.
Facts.
Because I want to see you be great. But me and you talk, and I say, you know, Scott might be right about that. Let me look at it a different way. So that's why I think these young guys, they have learned, watch these old heads do things the wrong way. Some of it's good, too. That's not because, like I said, how you think we got here? Because people before me and me have gotten you to this point. But then you got to take the baton and run with it. So that's why I like what these young guys do. That's why I love what Ashley Robinson did. That's why I love what O'Shea was doing down at FAMU. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So I hope this guy does the same thing, is use that new energy. Because I'm going to tell you this one, and I got to make this one last point I go. Old folks do champion young folks. They really do. Old folks want to see young folks successful. Especially old black folks. That's why old black folks support your channel. Because they see you and they want you to be successful. So I think he has a chance to go to Jerry and to restart a new relationship. And if I was him, behind closed door, I would say, we need to be trying to kick Jackson State ass. And I would be pulling them old VHS tapes of Jerry running up and down Mississippi Memorial Stadium on Jackson State's ass and say, let's bring these glory days back, Jerry. That's what I do, bro.
That's too easy. Hey, appreciate the call, Mr. Campbell, as always.
Great show, bro.
All right. Peace. Man, that's good. That's good. That's good perspective. You know, I still stand on what I stand on, and I still feel that he needs to be doing more with his resources, point blank, period. But hopefully, and I agree with Yard Talk, man. Hey, Valley, y'all need to reach out to HBCU League Pass, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. You see Stillman getting their floor refurbished. You see Grambling getting nice little checks monthly. All right, so it can't hurt. For y'all, it can't hurt. Anything is something for y'all. So to make that very clear, anything is something for y'all. So don't be too prideful. Okay, don't be too prideful. Okay, just go ahead and AD. Listen, AD. Go be different, my guy. Go be great, AD. Reach out to my boy Hardy Pelt. All right, reach out to him. Go see what HBC League Pass can do for you. All right, what can Brown do for you? All right, but listen, guys, I appreciate y'all time. Listen, quick announcements. Hey, I am looking for a graphic designer and social media manager. All right, this is not a paid gig. I want to say that very clearly. This is not a paid gig. You can use me to build your portfolio and things like that, but I'm definitely looking for a graphic designer and social media manager. Also, we back at it with the huddle tapes, okay? We back at it. Incoming juniors and seniors, send me your huddles. I will review them on the channel. All right, you already know my ratings. That boy different. That boy good. And 1, 2, 3, not it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, not it. Those are my my rankings. Okay, those are my rankings. So let me bring it up because I know a lot of you guys haven't seen my rankings. Let me see. All right. These are my rankings for the huddle. All right. These are my rankings on the huddle tapes. All right. That boy different. That boy good. I mean, and 1, 2, 3, not it. Okay. So if you have a family member, a cousin, sister, brother-in-law, I don't care. Okay. And I might do basketball as well. I might get into basketball as well. Basketball girls for right now. I like girls basketball a lot more. So we might do that as well. So I want to help out the basketball coaches as well. So that's my rating scale. All right. Listen, also one more thing. If you are a CIAA or SIAC coach, please reach out to me. Positional coach or whatever. I would love to have you in my network. All right. I would love. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. Okay. Twitter or Instagram. It's in the description below. Offscript TV or Offscript vids. Okay. Look up. If you're a SIAC or CIAA coach, all right, please send me your information. Okay. Please hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. I would love to shoot you over players that I think that y'all might need or get. Okay. So we can make that happen. Listen, I just want kids to go to college. Okay. I don't care where they go. I just want kids to go to college. So listen, at the end of the day, all right, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.
Thank you for watching Offscript. Make sure to like and subscribe.